Greek salad. A Greek salad for me is olive oil. A Greek salad for me is red wine vinegar. And I like a little bit of lemon juice in there as well. I'm going to add some oregano. This is dried Greek oregano. And we'll season that with salt. And we'll season it with pepper. And I've got some garlic that I want to put in. Maybe you've seen this trick before, but if you haven't, just cover it and smash it, and then you can chop it very, very quickly and easily. I'm even going to take the side of my knife and turn this into a paste. All right. The garlic goes in as well. And we can build this salad. Olives, cucumbers, red onions, plenty of these beautiful tomatoes, capers, and feta cheese. I think we can probably use every last bit of it. You toss that salad together. That's a Greek salad. But if I were to taste it, it's probably a good idea to taste it. We want to make sure that it's got a good flavor. A little more olive oil, still a little sharp. If I were to stir this up and let it sit, it would begin to bleed out a little bit of moisture. In fact, you can see some of it already on the bottom of the bowl. That's where this bread comes in, because this barley rusk will absorb all of that flavor. So, what I want you to do is grab a bowl, and we'll take the rusks. At this point, they're fairly soft, and I'm just going to break them up, break them in half. They've rehydrated very nicely. And we're going to spoon not just the salad, but the liquid below the salad onto these barley rusks. We want them to absorb the flavor of this salad. In addition, they provide plenty of fiber and whole grain, so it's a win-win situation. I'm going to put a few more in here. And then this salad can sit very, very happily on your buffet or in your kitchen for an hour or two until you're ready to eat. And it won't be soupy because the barley rusks are there drinking up all the rest of the liquid. All right, so there's one of our dishes done. We have preserved lemons. I want you to be able to be reminded of those. Our fish is in the oven, and we should pull that out and see how it's looking. So our fish has just come out of the oven. It's been there for about 35 minutes, and the fish is cooked. The vegetables are tender now, and there's a broth in the bottom that has the color of saffron and tomatoes. Before you serve this, I think it's a good idea just to taste that broth. And if you decide it needs more salt or it needs a little bit more lemon, then you can add it. But this tastes great to me. So I'm going to put this over here. I love the idea of serving it right out of the pan that it cooked in. And that's the way they do it traditionally in Morocco. They cook it in a special pot called a tagine. So two separate dishes. The salmon tagine with shaved vegetables, which is all about lots of vegetables, compelling flavor, a small amount of seafood, and just deliciousness. And then over here to go with it, a Greek salad that has paxamadia, or the barley rusks, that lend a certain amount of nutritional credence to this salad. It's nutritionally a powerhouse as it is, but adding the whole grains in the form of barley, I think, just takes it right over the top. and these are indicative of healthy cooking in the Mediterranean. So I want to leave you with a really simple fruit salad for dessert. This is a date and orange salad that is popular in North Africa. And in North Africa, they wouldn't eat it as a dessert, but likely they'd eat it at the beginning of the meal. So let me get started. Now, in North Africa, they would eat this at the beginning of the meal as a part of what they call meze. Those are the small dishes that they use to begin a meal with. We relegate sweetness to the end of the meal because oftentimes we drink wine with our food, which they do not. And wine doesn't like sweet food. So some slices of orange. Let's put some orange segments on as well. And I'm going to add to the mix some dates. I want to season this with a little bit of cinnamon. So just a pinch and around we go. And I'm also going to add some toasted almonds to this. And I've got an optional ingredient. You may or may not want to add it. This is orange flower water. This is the distilled essence of orange blossoms. So to add this to the salad, to some people it's not to their taste. It's a little bit like kissing their grandmother and getting that little bit of perfume in their mouth. But when you think about it, this tells a flavor story that starts with the blossom of the orange, and then the fruit forming, the fruit ripening, and a drop or two, I think, is a nice idea. So I'm going to put some on. Be very, very careful that you don't overdo it. Just like that. Just a drop or two is really all that's called for. And then to brighten this plate up, I'm going to take some mint and cut it into very, very fine ribbons. And we'll add that onto the salad as well. And that will be that. I can imagine really enjoying this salad as a dessert, even though in North Africa they might enjoy it early in a meal. That's all there is to it. You want to emphasize fresh, regional, seasonal fruits and vegetables, minimally processed fruits and vegetables, and leverage it to draw people to your table and feed them really compelling and, at the same time, healthy food.